Good morning, traders. Welcome to Expert Trader UK's Daily Market Pulse for Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. Today, we delve into the safety growth paradox, ongoing U.S. banking concerns, and the surprising resilience of Asian markets. The trading week begins with polarized capital flows, creating a safety growth paradox as risk aversion drives gold to record highs amid U.S. regional bank concerns. However, concentrated momentum plays, especially in AI infrastructure and consumer technology, show exceptional performance, exemplified by Apple reaching an all-time high. This suggests capital is aggressively fleeing uncertainty and pooling into proven, secular growth stories. Asian markets closed strongly in the green, largely decoupling from Wall Street's recent banking jitters. China's Shanghai Composite rose 1.13% to 3,908 points, while the Hong Kong HK50 index soared 1.65% to 26,285 points. This resilience is attributed to strong internal demand, including robust consumer appetite for the new iPhone 17 series and contemporary Amperex Technology Co. Limited reporting 41% net income growth. Washington's triple threat, a government shutdown, potential tariffs, and structural policy shifts, introduces significant uncertainty into global markets. The U.S. federal government shutdown continues into its third week, injecting a low-grade, high-impact uncertainty premium. White House advisor Kevin Hassett predicted a resolution this week, but also signaled potential stronger measures from the Trump administration if cooperation isn't met. A circulating, little-known four-page plan could trigger a financial reset, potentially redirecting $4 trillion into previously overlooked market sectors. Investor sensitivity to U.S. mid-sized banks remains acute, drawing inevitable comparisons to the 2023 collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. Zions Bancorp tumbled 13.1% after announcing a $50 million charge-off related to bad loans, while Western Alliance Bancorp dropped 10.8% after initiating legal proceedings against a borrower. The current concern focuses on credit quality and borrower default, a sign of economic distress impacting corporate solvency, rather than the interest rate and duration risks seen in the SVB crisis. Yesterday's activity rewarded concentrated growth and punished execution risk and regulatory exposure. Apple surged nearly 4% to an all-time closing record, fueled by strong iPhone 17 demand, while Oracle sank nearly 5% due to analyst concerns over AI capital expenditure and reliance on OpenAI. The materials sector delivered a standout performance, signaling investor interest in strategic resources. Cleveland-Cliffs jumped 21% after announcing it was investigating the production of rare earth minerals, and Cooper Companies rose over 4% on activist investor news. Conversely, the adtech sector faced headwinds, with AppLovin dropping 5.6% following intensifying regulatory scrutiny on its data collection practices. Gold prices sustain elevated levels near the record of $4,380 an ounce, driven by geopolitical tensions and anticipation of U.S. Federal Reserve rate cuts in 2026. WTI crude oil futures ticked lower to $57.50 a barrel due to a bearish long-term forecast, while the U.S. DJPY pair hovers near 150.60. Today's pre-market session is crucial, featuring earnings releases from major industrial and financial players. GE Aerospace has a consensus EPS forecast of $1.46, a 26.96% year-over-year increase, reflecting extremely high growth expectations. In contrast, General Motors Company is expected to report a consensus EPS forecast of $2.25, a sharp 23.99% decrease year-over-year, highlighting significant contractionary pressures in domestic auto manufacturing. Nasdaq, Inc. is expected to perform strongly, with a consensus EPS forecast of $0.84, a 13.51% increase year over year, reflecting sustained high trading volumes. At 10 a.m. ET, the Bureau of Labor Statistics will release state employment and unemployment data for September 2025 and usual weekly earnings for Q3 2025. The Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange are closed today for Diwali Lakshmi Puja, with only a symbolic Muhurat trading session scheduled. The markets are currently trapped in a state of high structural contradiction, advising traders to employ a highly selective approach. Trading financial instruments carries high risk. Consider your investment objectives and risk appetite carefully. This report is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Like and subscribe to Expert Trader UK for daily insights.